the difficulty in the youth of Kisumu that I have, and they're expecting something fast and quick. Yeah, especially the boys, the men. I shall not bribe you, I shall not cheat you, I'll not lie to you. I'll tell you what I can do, here's my track record.
It's such a huge honor to have you on our show and on our platform today. I'd just like to ask you a few questions. So many people know about you and know who you are, but maybe you can tell us a bit more about yourself, maybe for our new audience, our new online audience, who might be introduced to you for the first time. Yes, so
okay, my name is Shakel Shabir Ahmed. I'm a member of parliament for Kisumu East. It's my third term in office as a member of parliament, so I've been there nearly 14 and a bit years. I was former mayor of Kisumu for 2 terms, and in Kisumu East, they call me Onyango One More. That's what they call me. And I'm born in Kisumu, and hopefully, God willing, will die in Kisumu. I have a family, married. I have 6 children. Yes, 6 children. And I think that's about it. As I said, I'm a member of parliament, member of the finance committee, and chairman of the African Parliamentarians Against Corruption, and the Global Parliamentarians Against Corruption on the board. That's basically me. I'm a servant of the people of Kisumu East.
fantastic. So what would you say you love most about being a politician? What is it about being a politician that gives you motivation?
My desire is to work for the people and the community that I serve. I am their servant, and my purpose of being a member of parliament is to try and address the needs of my employers who have recruited me to do this work. So what I do like is that I can interact with my constituents, and also at the national level be able to contribute towards the national conversation. I have had the honor and privilege, unique, to be one of the contributors, or one on the board, on the committee of the CKRC, the Constitution of Kenya Review Committee. I was there for a number of years, and we are the ones who came and thought out and worked out the 2010 Constitution. That is an experience I will never forget, and I have an honor of being one of the 300 or so members who did that exactly.
You've managed to lead your constituency successfully for a very long time. What can you say is your secret?
As I said, I'm a member of parliament. Initially, my first 2 terms I was with the ODM, and then ODM, although I won my nomination, I was not given the certificate, so I came in my last term as an independent. I'm one of 12 independents in the whole parliament, and one of 3 that have come in through the ODM route. The reason I am now elected for the 3rd time, I am just astounded. I don't know. I think the constituents feel that I provide, and I am responsible to them, and I'm part and parcel. I meet them every weekend. I'm with them. Their needs are my priority. I try and deal with every personal requirement within my possibility. And most important, to talk to your employer, talk to your constituent. Don't sit in a lobby and big cars and whatever. I don't travel in big cars. I don't sit down with my people. I don't call them to address them at a rally. If they want to talk to me, I go to them. If the elderly want to call me, and 10 of them are there, they call me. If there's one of them, I can go there. So I think my approach is one-to-one.
It's not easy to succeed as an independent candidate. So many people love clinching onto political parties.
That's right.
How can you say you managed to succeed as an independent candidate?
You see, members who become members of parliament, some of them, they are not known in their own capacity. They are linking in onto the coattails of popular parties and hoping that they will get on. As I said, I was there. I was initially, but second time they nearly gave it to somebody else, but then decided to go with the needs of with the popular universal demand. I am, as I said, my whole focus is that my first priority is to my constituents. My first priority whatsoever. So whether it's bursaries, whatever, they are my first priority. Here, national is my second priority. And now today, normally I'm here Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday, and I'm in Kisumu Friday, Saturday, Sunday and Monday, so that I can meet with my constituents on Friday and go to the funerals on Saturday, maybe have a meeting also on Sunday and a review on Monday. So I have 4 days in Kisumu, 3 days in Nairobi, and I do this constantly. And the idea is the need of the constituent. Right now we are suffering badly. Remember, I do go to funerals, I do participate in funerals, and for Luo, funerals is a very important function. So I do go there, I do contribute, I do be part and parcel of that.
You seem to...
And I am surprised, as you see, I am not a Luo. They gave me great support when I was the mayor. They're giving me this support, and I just feel greatly honored that I've been able to serve them, and I continue to serve them in whichever capacity they choose, even if it is a cattle dip chairman or anything they want. Yes.
You seem to have beat the odds, because you ran as an independent candidate and also you're Asian. So what can you say, how did you manage to do that? Besides
Kisumu, in the Luos, they say kuna wakabila. I have found that my constituents have no such discrimination. They have suffered badly as a result of clanism and this clan versus that clan. And I was initially brought in as the mayor by my political mentor Raila to break the clan thing, so that no one clan felt that they were going to be favored. So that is the background. And then I suppose even as a member of parliament, I'm not seen with this clan or that clan, Kajulu, Karua. So I am seen to be independent, seen to be fair to all. So I sometimes am astounded myself at the level of acceptability. My mainstay is the women. My women are my mainstay. They're solid supporters. Many of them call me their mother. I call them. They are my mother, my sisters, my brothers, even my wife. Some of them they say yeah. So I think my mainstay is women, the elderly, because I deal with them quite often, with the elderly, the women. The youth are there, but youth are easily sworn, but that may stay. Work with the elderly, the women, the single mothers, and issues like that. We have a very strong bias towards that, and of course the PWDs, they have strong bias for me. Yes.
Are you planning to vie for a seat in 2022? And where do you see yourself in the next 10 years?
Well, I am hopefully planning to be there in 2022 as an independent candidate for the member of Parliament of Kisumu East. I do not wish to be a governor, do not wish to be anything else. They will tell me what they want me to be. They want me to be a cattle chairman, I will do that. But I think the election will be in 2022. I will be vying in my own capacity. So we'll see that.
And what do you see yourself in the next 10 years?
I want to spend some time with my family.
Okay.
I have a young family. Right now, God has been very good to me. I have 4 babies. So they're all the same age. And that's the biggest thing I miss right now. So in 10 years' time, I intend to be in Kisumu. In 5 years, I want to be maybe the member of Parliament again. And then thereafter, perhaps, if I'm allowed to do other things, I will relax and look after my little Shamba and my kids.
You seem to be a very giving leader and a very generous leader. So how can you say you've given back to the community, especially last year since COVID broke out last year and this year? What are some of the things, some of the initiatives that you've done to give back to the people of Kisumu or to help them during this period?
I don't consider it as giving back. I consider it my duty and my responsibility. I am a member, I am a star, I am their employee. That is my job. I go look for, as they call me Unyango and Moko, means the one who brings unga. I am at funerals. We have certain cases who are in hospital. Right now we were carrying old ladies and elderly to go and get vaccinated. So yes, those are the sort of things we do. You see, the thing is, we want to be part and parcel of the life of the people. I think our bursary program is done very well. I think about 5,000. We were very, very keen on development of infrastructure. Also very keen on the development of the quality of the standard of living of each person. So it's not like giving back. It's not. I don't see it as that. Most of my salary, all of my salary goes back to the people. Actually, some of my own personal income. It's like a river, that flows back to where it comes from. I'm a poorer man now than I am before I was the MP. And I have no doubt, no qualms whatsoever. I don't at all concern myself with that. They see me as their answer. And MPs are scared to meet their constituents, and those who are scared running away from the constituents, then they have not done their job. Yeah, me, I do walk up to the constituents. I am not scared to meet them and tell them where can help them and where they have taken advantage of.
You've done a phenomenal job for the last couple of years. What are some of the things that you're going to do additionally in the next 5 years?
Well, I think we're basically the standard of living. Kisumu East, we were in the backdrop of development. Our schools were not there. We had mud classroom schools. Now we have not a single one. We had not enough high schools. We did not have enough facilities. The roads were bad. So those are infrastructure that through the CDF we are working on. More important aspect in the next 5 years, we want to make sure that water is available to everybody, clean water, energy, and the standard of living, of course, with COVID, is things are quite bad. So we want to see what sort of safety nets we can provide. I'm one of the first constituencies which started financing NHIF for the elderly, not paying a certain amount, paying the whole year. So we also look at the youth. We send them for not only driving but serious what we call heavy equipment driving, so that they can get a job. My job, as I see for the year, the next 5 years, the family is to continue the infrastructure, but more important, to bring a level of standard of living up, and also to have people to be proud of themselves and be happy, proud of their own lives. Yeah, to be to have a self-pride in what they're doing. Yeah, and not see the member of parliament as a king, see a member of parliament as their work, as their employee. Yes, many times I find an old lady tell me, I gave you money, you must, so you are my worker. I said, yes, I am. Yes, this Mishimiwa business I am not for. I don't have this one. Collect the Mishimiwa, I go in and walk into it. You'll never see that with me. I travel on border sometimes in Kisumu. I'm on vehicles here, else we see ourselves for service.
How can you say you stand out as a leader compared to all other leaders? How do you stand out?
I have no idea. My people will tell me. I work against corruption in parliament and other places. I'm sometimes not very liked by what we say. I try and keep some sort of integrity within myself. Try and keep my word. I don't know. I'm not a national leader. I don't see myself as a national leader, and my people did not send me here to be a national leader. They sent me here to see what I can do to come back and improve their lives. So as a leader, I'm a third timer, so if you ask me, there are less than 30 of us who came back, so that is the only thing I can say. Yeah. They call me ranking member. Not many of us are there 3 times. I think less than 20 actually. Yes.
At what point in your life and at what age did you realize that you want to serve the people?
I am now 67 years old. I think about 20 years ago, 25, 20. It's always been there. My father has always had that desire. He was work for the people. It's the way you're brought up, perhaps. Me, I've been actively involved in the last 25 years. But actively involved politically since the year 2000. So that's 2000, 2020, 21, 22 years.
What are some of your hobbies?
Meeting people is a hobby. I have some sports I used to play. I don't know whether I really have that time. Meeting people is very important. I must go back to sports, but I sports travel. And basically, whenever I travel, I'm always going. If I go to Johannesburg, I go to the slum area. If I go to Germany, I go and find a slum area to see what's happening. That is what pleases me. And of course, spending time with my children and other children. I love children. No matter who the child is, we don't mind. I can come and pick up your child, you don't know who it is. God gave me that. I love children, whatever gender, whatever species. Sometimes I'm even warned in England, be careful, don't touch somebody else's child. I seem to have a way of speaking to children. I work on wildlife. I'm an honorary warden of the Kenya Wildlife Service for the whole of Western Kenya, so I spend time there. I used to spend time in the Reserve Police Force and what one was. I've served my country, I think, to the best of my ability. In other aspects other than I've been a banker for 20 plus years.
You look really good for a 65-year-old.
67.
67-year-old.
Yes.
Can you attribute it to the sports that you used to do?
Sports? Maybe your younger wife, I think. Yes, sports. And a wife who can take care of my. I had weight, now I've lost it. They don't make me, even my girls, they don't allow me to eat much here. They're always watching me.
How can you say you balance between work life and family life?
Very difficult. I mean, like right now, I'm right where I want to go. I was just debating with my staff here because I'm meant to be in Russia on Thursday, and I don't want to stay here today. So I'm going to on Friday. So what I want to do is I want to travel back to Kisumu this afternoon, which I'm leaving soon. And then from there, I'll spend a night or two with my family, 1 night, 2 nights, drive to Navasha tomorrow, Friday morning. So for me, my life is important. G better. Please, I'm in a meeting. 10 minutes. 20 minutes. Okay. Sorry about that.
It's okay. So what would you like your legacy to be?
Yeah, I was talking about legacy yesterday, and I was saying that my legacy is that I've been seen to serve the community in which I live. I don't need big legacies. I do have them, but Nation Center. That's just me. Yeah, Nation Center, I spent a lot of time there, that building. Yeah, Aga Khan Hospital. I used to be on the board of the hospital, the big private wing. And that's just me, because the Aga Khan felt that I could do it. Kenyatta Sports Ground from the beginning to the end. Those are legacies, but nobody needs to know, right? I think it's something that I would like to just be remembered for serving. Yes, but not on big legacies like this. I don't have foundations and I don't.
What message do you have for people who wish to vote for you in the next election?
If I have done what you wanted me to do, I'm here to serve you, and I wish to serve you for another 5 years. And if you agree, you will give me the vote. Yes, basically, that's what I say to them, and I say to the same my opponents. Don't talk to me, attack me. Talk to the voters. Tell them what you're going to do and how you're going to do it. I've served my Kisumu East for 15 years directly. I've served them before as a mayor. It's not a mean task for somebody to come back 3 times if your voters don't want you. Yeah. And remember, this is the heart of ODM, and in the heart of ODM I came back and beat them by 7,000 votes. It's people's power. Yes.
What message do you have for wishy-washy people, fence sitters, people who are still deciding and on the fence?
On what?
On the 2022 elections.
On who wants to vote for me or
yes.
who wants to? But it's up to them. I mean, nobody's wishy-washy. If they have a desire, they have a need, they can discuss it with me. They can ask me what is their opinion, what are their prejudices, what are their fears, why I cannot serve them. Yeah, I shall not bribe you. I shall not cheat you. I'll not lie to you. I'll tell you what I can do. Here's my track record. My logo is Teach Nyakatire, the work must continue. And that's it.
What message do you have for our viewers?
Well, for me, I think for the viewers, I think it's a very good opportunity to spend time I have not known of this, but it's good for me to be able to address the viewers and say that this is Shakel. I'm a child of this country, and I will work here and have the opportunity to serve Kenyans the best I can. I would love to be part and parcel of the Kenyan lifestyle.
For those who wish to follow you on social media, because our demographic is a young demographic between 18 and 35, what are your social media handles?
My email is there. I'm on the Facebook. I don't have that one Twitter. I have it, but I don't even know how to work it. And it's too much, little. So they are the ones who handle my. So I'm on the email. I'm on the Facebook. You see, I have the phone. My bodyguard doesn't carry my phone. I answer my phones all the time. Yes. So they can follow me. I do have a Twitter, but I don't even know.
At Angelo.
Anjalwo.com.
Angelo, Twitter.
Anjalwo. 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 Amanu. Yes.
What about on Instagram?
Instagram, I don't even know how to work it. my son isn't. Yeah.
Okay.
But I think best thing is I'd like to be responsive. So if you have a problem, if you look at my phone, I have a number of messages. Sit down in the afternoon or the evening, and I answer everyone. I try and answer every SMS, email, WhatsApp. Yeah, who tell me what is the problem. I'm a so and so. I'm out of town. I want to do this. I work in Eldoret. I've this, things like this. So I respond to them.
So it means your channels of communication are open.
And actually, I don't want to say this, but I think, is it Lindah or TI who have ranked me as one of the more what's the word? Able to get through to, isn't it?
Most accessible.
Most accessible, that's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if they have a question, they can reach to you through email. They can reach out to you through email, through WhatsApp, your social media also.
Yes. My telephone number is over there. You can put it on the thing.
Okay.
Yes. And if you look at the back of the card, it tells you the ethics and what drives me. Yes.
Oh, okay.
The difficulty in the youth of Kisumu that I have, and they're expecting something fast and quick. Yeah, especially the boys, the men. Now, and now sometimes does not work. You're looking at quick solution to a quick problem. You see, one of the things I will tell you, when I first became the member of parliament, even the mayor, but even the member of parliament, I went somewhere and I was told, don't stop here, these people are very good. This is what we call the Baghdad boys or whatever. So I would go and stop there and say, what do you need? They want a car wash machine and this and that. So I bought them a car wash machine and the tank and everything, and I gave it to them, and a television, and I gave it to them. Then I expected them to work. 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, nothing. I can't see anything. So that's what's happening. Oh no, it's at home, it's going to be set up. We're not yet finished. So when I walked up a couple of 3 or 4 times over a month or two, what's happening with her? So one guy came and said, we must be honest with you. She was there. What? We sold that long time ago. But I said, bought it for about 40,000. How much did you sell it for? 20,000. So I did not understand what they needed. I thought they needed this. So I gave them that. They sold it. So they wanted a return on a day-to-day basis. These are more numbers. These are people who want to go home with 500 shillings, 300 home. I tried an experiment. I offered them 10,000 now, 20,000 at the end of the month. Which one do you want? Okay, the 10,000 now. Well, you cannot give it. You cannot tell an angry person to wait. So give me the 10,000 now. At the end of the month, they came and said, "Can you give us a balance of 10,000?" You understand? So you have to understand the youth. Build them. We made them fish ponds. Yeah, we made them fish ponds, and the fish ponds did not work. And it's a downstairs next to the lake and whatever. There's a one up in Kisumu. We put them a fish pond up the hill. They take water from about 300 meters away and keep filling the fish pond. That one worked. The one down here didn't work. What's wrong? Those people know how to farm. They know how to wait. The guys in the Kisumu, that area, they want something now. So you're going to look after fish for 3 months when you can just go to the lake. So you've got to understand the needs of that.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
You have to understand the needs of particular areas. In Lindah, it's a different need. Kisumu is a different need. This is a different need. Even this household is a different need. This mother who is not eating food has a different need from that one who wants to send 500 shillings to her grandson to go and buy food. So those are things.
But I think the fact that you're trying really says a lot about you. That you haven't given up.
No, what you want to see is what am I doing wrong? Where have I not read this right? So I'm quite willing to listen. And not just give and say, you are grateful. No. What am I doing wrong? That's where it comes. What am I doing wrong? Help me understand. You're only useless person. You're the worst person ever. Okay. This Tukan was 80. That's where I take my chair and sit down and say, okay. They will shout and you will shout and shout. In the end, they will tell you, but initially, the problem is you don't stop when we're trying to stop you, the youth. You're coming, we're trying to stop you. And I told them, okay, listen, I'll have an appointment with you. Then I come. But if I have an appointment with you, and on the way, the youth make a noise, am I going to make you wait just because I stopped there? I said, listen, let's understand. I'll come on this day to come to see you. Yeah? I'll come and Ikitukido, but yeah, once a week I'll pass, I'll give you something. You don't even have to shout and scream. You don't have to say anything. I'll just stop and say, here's something. You're not begging. I don't treat it as begging. Let anybody, but you know.
But I think it's very good that
And do it with respect. Whatever you do with respect. Don't make them feel that you are doing them a favor. Yeah? Dignity is most important. So if you're working with somebody, you help them out, make sure it's dignity. Some guys, we need to help them understand this.
And it's not everyone who can be able to take all that, because it's quite a lot, especially for a leader, when you find that maybe a group of people is very irrational and a bit hot-tempered and very reflexive when it comes to their actions. If it was maybe another leader, they would have reacted totally differently.
Leadership is for everybody to understand the way they're doing. I see mine as this way. Others see theirs as another way. I'm not here to correct those others. I'm just saying this is what I'm doing.
Yeah, but I think it's very good and very big of you, because if it was someone else, they would have reacted totally differently. It would have gone left. But it's so good to see that you're very understanding and very accommodative of this group of people, and you're also trying your best to also understand what exactly they might need, and what their thought patterns are. So, is there anything you'd like to add before we wrap up?
Yeah, I want to thank my constituents that made my life, completed my life. I don't think I've seen it. I have 3 masters and I've done I'm working on my PhD. But academically, I keep working. The people who have helped me develop my life, my family, my wife who bears with me, and other team members. I have in Kisumu, I have a good team. In Nairobi, I have a team. Mostly their job is to look after make sure I do the right thing, and remind me if I have become arrogant or whatever.
But I don't think you are. You're so nice. You're one of the nicest politicians I've actually met.
Thank you so much, but I don't know. Yes. What you have to be is you have to be approachable. Yes. Because God made you the same. I'm nothing special. MP, yes. But so many others. You see, you've got to forget that you are not special. You've been given a job to do by God, by the people, and you must do it. If you don't do it, you can see who my models are. They're there. Those are the models that I work towards. Then you can see the larger one, and you know why he's larger than the others. I felt him. He has been. I think out of these people, we're missing one. KK Kenneth Kaunda is not there. Couldn't find his photograph, but I've met 1, 2, 3. I think in my life I've met all of them, except Nelson Mandela. Yes, I even met Barack Obama. Yes, and I've met most of all of them. Nkrumah in my youth, very lower time, but Tomboy I played in his house. Jaramogi was my father's friend. Raila was there. Yeah. Uhuru Kenyatta and me were in school together, or he was junior to me. Yeah.
Oh, that's really nice.
The only person I've not met is Nelson Mandela in this crowd.
So it means you keep a very good, healthy crowd.
No, these are our leaders that have been proud to meet. My father was also good with society, so he was the doctor to Jomo Kenyatta at one time, so that's really cool. Yes.
So we can say that you were destined to be a leader from day one.
I've been a banker. I've changed my profession about 4 times. I've been an accountant, banker, a consultant, and now a politician.
Okay. I believe that the first picture is Julius Nyerere, right?
Yes, Julius Nyerere.
And it's the biggest picture.
Yeah.
So what is it about him that
he was a humble man? I've seen him, I've met him. His socialism, this humility of stepping down, the way he approached life was different, because later on he realized the mistakes he made in Tanzania. So he's been a foundation of African politics and strength. Yes.
And from all those leaders, who can you say, whose blueprint can you say you follow?
Well, I'm a Luo, so I'll tell you I'm following Raila. But I know Raila from so far back, and I've seen him develop from something to where he is. Yeah, I have seen Uhuru Kenyatta from a very young age. So I think the blueprint I would probably be working on would probably be Mandela, Raila, yeah, and Obama. You know, these are guys who especially even Tomboy. Tom was he was an aristocrat, maybe a bit proud but very intelligent. So I have those books. I talked about them. Yeah. And I'm very proud that in the there's a book of prominent Luos, and my name is there. So
that's amazing.
Yes.
That's amazing. And it means that you've broken a barrier because you're an Asian who's a Luo.
My wife is a Bukusu lady. She's not sweet. And I've spent time with Masai. I'm an honorary Masai. I've been with the Luos, of course. So, yeah.
That's really nice. Yes. And how can you describe your leadership style?
I would like to call it servant leadership. I don't. I'm writing my PhD on leadership. So servant leadership is very different from what I think we're doing. I could do a wide thing, but I'm definitely not one of the. I'd like to be participatory. And, I've always trying to do the best I can under the circumstances. And one of the leaders I don't have here is Wangari Maathai. And others. We did very strongly the women concept. Strong mother, strong woman has been in my DNA since my grandmother. A very strong woman. She had a degree in the 30s in Pakistan. A degree in the 30s or 40s. My mother also very strong. And with Bandile Wanawake and my wife, of course. So I have a DNA of strong women behind me. I don't know what they want.
Okay, that's nice. But can you say that is the reason why many women feel that they can relate to you, especially the voter?
Because I suppose so. I don't know. I talk to women. I talk to ladies, women, girls. I seem to have and they seem to have more time for me. It's the way you approach a lady, I suppose. Whether you are, my little daughter, she's 18 months old, and she can wrap me around the finger and tell me what to do. Yes.
That's amazing.
It's not only that. Most women, the elderly, whatever, they have a way with me. And I have a way for them. Yes.
I really admire that about you. That's really nice.
When I go and talk to people, I think most is talking. And the elderly, I feel that to talk to an elderly person is like a blessing that you get from God.
That's true.
Talk to an elderly person, well, they will give you blessing. You talk to them, they might do A, B, and C, but these are things you put in, and you build on these things. And then try not to be rude to anybody, because you're going to meet them sometime. Of course, we are rude sometimes, but I keep telling people to tell me if I have been rude or been this or been arrogant or whatever.
I think that's why even the youth love you.
Well, youth have a different. I just cannot understand sometimes whether we are on the same wavelength as them. So I try my level best. Those are the most difficult. The most difficult bit of my job. See whether I'm on the right, or I'm in the right panel with them. So that's why I have youth here. These are youth who will tell me what I can, how we should be approaching. So I have a lot of younger people in my team. Yeah.
I noticed that. Is it because you love empowering the youth?
Yeah, well, I do, but sometimes I get disappointed. But let's put it this way: I have a better inclination of empowering lady girls and women and the men, the youth, the young men who are able to listen. I can work with them. The other ones are a bit difficult. Maybe I don't understand them. I was with one yesterday, and the attitude that we're working with him. I've gone and paid his salary, walked up to the university myself, spent my time from here to technical college, paid his fees out of my pocket, whatever, and expected him to come and work. As it was, it's expected. It expects. So it's difficult. Maybe I'm not on the same basis. For me, my youth starts at 13, ends at 18, 19, 20. You're not a youth. My dad used to, if you're in Europe, you're an 18, 20-year-old, you're told now go home, go out of the home. Here, youth is going up to 34. I don't understand. No youth, not even African culture, was youth at 24, 13 to 19. By 20, my father told me that I had a family. Yes.
Yeah, but I believe that you're making the efforts to build a relationship with the youth.
Yes. Well, here the youth seem to have have their thing. Do they expect I do go? Sometimes I am on the same wavelength, sometimes I'm not. I do try.
Yeah,
Yes,
I can tell.
I can try. I'm not sure that all the time I'm successful, but I do try.
That's really nice.